So, convergent thinking would be the next step in the entrepreneurial process. So, what it would require is you to take all the ideas that you have and find the most feasible ones and kind of create a funnel of what can possibly be done, narrowing it down to what will be best. So, if I have one that says we can have a fully autonomous robot as a personal keeper in your house, well, as of right now, that technology isn't possible. So, let's go down and bring it into we can have an artificial AI. There's a limit on how far artificial AI can go. So, we slowly start breaking it down into what's more feasible and can be done with today's technology. So, we have all autonomous cars now we can have everything else be autonomous in our lives. So we can have, so if we're walking instead of riding, we can have like autonomous shoes that just have wheels on it that drive us somewhere. But there's a limit to that, so maybe we'll have an autonomous like skateboard or like a hoverboard that'll balance and move towards our destination for us using GPS. So the next step would be to take all your ideas that you have, no matter how wild, and narrow them down into what can possibly be done, depending on what your goals are as the entrepreneur for your company, as and what can be done within a realistic budget. So if your only budget is 500,000, but one idea will cost 15 million to make, it's you have to find what can be best fit for you and what can be best fit for your budget and your company and what your main goals are, as opposed to what can possibly be done with all the technology. So convergent thinking is the next step, and because you once you already have all the ideas for anything possible with what you said, then you can bring it down into one, and then you can focus on making sure that one product you have left is the best one it can possibly be, and you had many options and maybe even slight variations of it to compare to improve the overall quality of what you next release.